Chevy Colorado ZR2 on Methods. Roof rack, max tracks. I like that spare wheel location he's got back there.
Where's it at?
Right there.
Oh, his. Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm sure it helps with the sound system.
I bet it's unmistakable on the lake. Ford F-250 CVT Mount Denali, max tracks, roto packs, yellow for diesel, white for water, swing out spare tire carrier, 40-inch tires, fender flares, 2 racks, roam boxes, custom snorkel. LP6s, LP9s.
And this is their biggest size or second biggest?
No, I think they make a bigger one. This is a 95, though.
Okay. That was the other thing. I hadn't really had any experience with the sizing on those storage boxes, so I don't really have a
They
way
just
to
released
think
the
through it.
85, and it's just not as
Pro Equal.
it's just not as tall.
Okay.
I was looking at those, and I bought those because I figured it fits the flow of the truck.
Right. And the colors are sweet. I like gray. You know, I was a black and nickel guy, and then I was like, yes, that's the color.
Go, puppy. I'm bored. I'm done, Mom. Full runner, roof rack ladder, front runner, Smittybuilt tent, little suspension, wheels and tires, TRD off-road. Land Cruiser. Lots of goodies. You having fun, buddy?
Yeah.
You like all these cars?
Yeah, the guy I bought it from, he bought it like original. It's actually quite good. He's really well,
I wouldn't go that far. Most Land Cruiser owners would be. That's a negative.
His wife, they took it out and they lifted it and they had to get some rims on 37s and stuff. And then,
Hey man, I'm Justin. That's my white Jeep down there. Somebody said you were asking about the...
Yeah, the little table you got back there?
Yeah, the Churrogator.
Yeah, man. That looks awesome.
Outback Adventure Table.
Is it?
I bought that 3 weeks before Goose Gear released theirs.
Okay.
And I was kicking myself. But you just pull these pins on the side. Yeah, it'll fold right down. Grab that one on the other side. We'll fold it out. This cutting board, it'll rattle just a little bit.
Right.
I ordered some felt to put in this little U-channel right here, but that's all I hear. The rest of it's pretty solid.
I guess it's made for a Jeep, just completely.
Yeah, it was.
formed for
It is. It's designed for the JL. They've got a JK version too.
Right.
These little rubber insulators right here keep it from rattling while you're driving down the road.
It's good and heavy too.
Except for the cutting board. The Goose Gear model doesn't have cables. They did a hinge system right here.
Okay.
It's a little more expensive, but it's fancy. It's an eye catcher for sure.
Right. That's all you need.
I've got their camp kitchen, the fridge slide out and drawers and stuff sitting on a freight truck somewhere between here and California. Waiting for snow to melt so they can get to Dallas.
Get it there. Yeah.
I've got a Ursa Minor top on order for it too. The whole hard shell replacement with the tent that pops up. So I've got
where you can stand up inside,
yes,
right?
Yes. I bought that Gazelle because I thought they were going to be a few more months, and lo and behold, they called me.
Gazelle?
They called me 2 days ago. They're like, "We're starting your build." I was like, "Damn it! I guess I'll sell my tent now."
Yeah,
I haven't even opened it yet. But
sweet.
yeah,
I like that table though.
Yeah, they're nice. It's a favorite for many people. They're pretty solid. You can take the cutting board all the way out, go to the picnic table and, get your food prepared, or you can do it right here.
Yeah, you can tell that's a custom design for a Jeep, that's for sure.
The Goose Gear went even further.
Jeep's, what is the front runner? Front runner,
yeah.
Yeah, they're Savoy. Theirs is a lot less expensive too. You can get theirs for about $220, I think.
I haven't seen it. I've looked on the website.
It has good reviews.
Okay.
They're more universal with that. Like for Jeep, that's I think probably one of the best ones I've seen.
Well, it just snaps. I mean,
Yeah,
it's clean. It's
hard.
right up in there. Yeah.
The front runner ones, those are kind of like you just
Find the square and put it in there.
Exactly. Drill a hole.
That's what I did. Yeah. Sure.
What size is your propane tank?
It's a 2.5 gallon or 11 pound. I forget the name of it. They're pretty name brand though. There's a couple of major players for propane tanks. But
It's like
squatter.
60-ish bucks by itself.
say that again.
Is it like $60-ish by itself?
Yeah, it is
That's
somewhere in
the one I
there.
was probably looking at, too.
I actually bought that from Camping World. I bought it online and they shipped it. I went to the Power Tank website when I bought the bracket, and they told me which tanks were compatible with this bracket, so I just chose the tank that went with the bracket.
That's what I was wondering, because it looks universal-ish.
Yeah.
Just from the silver part, and then I guess the black kind of frame thing's kind of built in, but. So you just bought like this silver piece by itself, and then that works with the tank?
So I bought the rear bumper assembly from LOD Off-Road, which came with a swing out rear tire carrier, and they designed this for future attachments. And then LED sold the arm, and then I bought the power tank bracket, and then I bought the propane tank. 3 different companies involved in that.
That's why I bought that.
Yeah, it was tough to find a way to put propane on it.
Right.
Like you don't want to keep it inside the Jeep, but.
I use a dual burner camp chef for cooking, so it's super bougie, not convenient to carry around and stuff. And whenever we get grilling, like I have the big normal grill size tanks, and I just built a little wooden tray for it essentially that I kind of toss it in, and it sucks to move around. And then when we're like going off drop offs and stuff, you kind of hear clunks that make you uncomfortable. So I've got to drop down to this because we've never gone through even close to that much, even in like 2 full days of grilling.
What size is that tank?
The grill ones, I think, are
the regular barbecue size tanks, like you could swap out.
Yeah,
those are 20 pound.
Yeah, so it's
those are big.
It's not a ton bigger. I mean,
this is half
I guess
that size.
if you're using it for a ton of different stuff, I could see maybe like a week-long trip. This wouldn't cut it. But
right.
I used a half full one for 4 trips.
Well, that's a long time. Yeah.
I would love to have one of these, and then I'm getting a bed rack set up when my cover sells, but I've been looking into some mounts too, because I don't know where I want to mount it. I don't really want it up high on the bed rack, just because I don't trust like hard kind of sideways bumps kind of adding some shear forces.
Right.
But I don't know.
This is scat. I want to say 6 or 8 bolts on the back of it.
Yeah, it
so
looks
6 bolts for the propane tank, and then 4 bolts on this one to the side. It seems like it leans a little bit. It may just be like an optical illusion.
Probably.
I don't know.
Tires are weird.
I actually picked it up because I made a hot water shower. Like when I'm traveling, like it's hard to find showers, man.
Right.
So I put it in like a Pelican case, and then I can put the shower on top, hook up the propane, drop the hose into the water jug, and then I'm putting a shower enclosure on the side that hangs off the Jeep, and you can just drop the shower nozzle in and take a hot shower anywhere you want to.
Cool. And I assume the black water jug kind of helps keep it warm.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
That's awesome.
So that was my primary purpose. And then I figured out that I can hook it up to my jet boil stove, so I got an adapter for it, and same as you. But yeah, like, you know, the Camp Chef stove, like those are perfect for camping though. Like you can put them anywhere. Like they've got all those slide out stoves that go into the, you know, fridge housings and things in the Jeeps, but I'm like, I don't want to be confined just cooking off the back of my Jeep everywhere. Like it looks cool, but it's not very functional.
And we do a lot of times, it's not like we're roughing it too hard. We do 1 and 2 day trips, and whenever we set up camp, we usually just go to like a cool spot, and we can't always get the vehicles there. So I've got the massive Gazelle, the 8-person.
Oh wow!
It kind of sucks to carry around, but you can at least do it.
So I'm not gonna lie, I actually looked at an 8-person because I heard you can park a Jeep in it.
It is really. Actually,
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna buy a tent for my Jeep.
You could almost get it in there.
Does that just screw onto the inside of the door?
Yeah, it does. Once you take the factory plastic panel off, there's these little slots, and they made these little plastic adapters that pop in, and you can. It's kind of like putting a screw in sheetrock to hang a picture. You know, you put the little plastic stud in there and put the screw through it. Same concept.
How do you like the goose gear? I'm thinking about getting that for the.
I love it, man. I was just telling another guy, like I've got their fridge slide and drawer system on a freight truck somewhere between here and California. Like it was supposed to deliver this week.
Did you all seat deletes?
Yeah,
all the way
you can open the rear doors. It's I took both the rear seats out. They're gone. And then they have the storage hatches that you put all your goods underneath, and you can like lock it up and stuff. Makes it secure.
This is my favorite thing about the Jeep, especially as Overlanders, is we already have the swing door, you know, the 4Runners and stuff like that.
Right.
You don't have to put that stuff on there.
What's up, man? Thinking about a Jeep for your next build?
Huh?
Thinking about a Jeep for your next build?
I got a list of them.
You can park it in the back of your Ford. Seems like you probably build a ramp and park it on top of the Ford.
Staring away.
There can only be one bullet for me.
Yeah, the guy Brian that owns Goose here, he actually started with a 4Runner, and he did cabinets and stuff, so he had the laser measuring thing, so he put it in the back of his 4Runner because he was tired of his stuff sliding around. And that's how his company was born.
That's a lot of how a lot of companies started. They like cabinetry or did something else, and they're like they get into this, and it's like,
That's why his stuff is so clean, man. He used to do cabinets and stuff for like the tipping coaches and things. Like that was high-end stuff. He still has a company that does that.
looks like Smittybilt changed the logo.
Yeah, that's the Gen 2 tent. So I think they're going on that logo now. There's nothing really different about it.
No, I've just learned about all this stuff. I bought an SR5 2018 brand new, and it was the first time I ever had anything with a 4x4. But I kind of had fun with that.
Show you, that's the Gazelle with the Colorado next to it. So it is huge, close. And I'm 6'0", 6'1".
Yeah.
And with like normal shoes on, I can stand up straight, and I barely graze the little net at the top.
Right.
And then if you did get the 8-person, the one with the foyer or whatever, the room that's not a copy of the tent,
The vestibule.
it's nice. I don't see much of a downside in that because you can at least undo all the walls, and I got it as a Christmas gift from my mom. And,
Wow, nice gift.
And whenever I take like family members and stuff, they don't really want to rough it, so they set up like a tablet and a chair and like a little hammock or whatever. So the extra room's kind of cool, but it's
that's what I was thinking. Like I was watching videos, and there's this one couple, and they had like chairs sitting inside their tent, you know, and they're eating. And I was like, no mosquitoes. You know, like that's
exactly.
That's genius.
Yep. Yeah. When you close it up, the only thing I don't like is the front like flaps that close. There's a little too much Velcro. They could have made more things zip.
Yeah.
Which I guess you could add. But other than that, yeah, it's great. The Velcro away floors are awesome for running cables or like a hose for a heater or something.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, and yours should be, it's the Overland edition?
Yeah, it is.
It should be the same way. Your floor is like a big tarp bucket, and then it has seams all along the walls, so if you ever got it super dirty, you unvelcro it, pressure wash it, and it's done. But I use it, I run the adapter for the Mr.
Buddy heater?
Yeah. Off a big tank, and you can run that hose in your tent, seal up around it, and have just your heater running off a 20-pound tank outside.
So how could I get a 3-inch air hose through it?
You could remove a whole wall and like run I mean, however far you want to bend your wall is how high it can go, because you've got those X braces kind of pop. You can, I mean, yeah, you could peel up for whatever you want. You could undo the whole floor, and then whatever does come through, you can seam back together and just kind of like sandwich it basically.
Okay.
But you could run whatever. I've seen people run the diesel heaters, the Chinese
That's
diesel
what I've got.
whatever. Yeah. So they run the hoses up in there, and then that's why they made the floors do that.
Gotcha.
So
that makes sense. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. I love the tent. It really does go up. Even the 8-person with the rainfly goes up in under 2 minutes. Putting it away in the raining wind is very, very unpleasant. But
it's not pleasant for anything.
Yeah. Other than that, that's one of the reasons I was kind of salty. The 4-persons will go up a little easier and catch a little less wind. And the easiest thing to do is, like where I had mine set up next to the truck, you tie off one of the walls to your like frame slider or whatever in your passenger side, and then you just remember to untie it before you drive off. But the wind will collapse a wall if it gets crazy. It's not a...
Oh, really? Like it'll fold itself in kind of thing?
Yeah, because the X's like pop out, and then when they pop in, they go really far. So if they're popped out, I mean, to collapse a wall, you push on it. So if the wind forces enough to push on it, then it will. But that's the pull straps they make to pull it out. You just kind of reach in the pile and pop it. Those are meant to tie it off also. So worst case is you add an extra stick, tie it down, and it won't collapse that.
Okay.
But it'll get floppy for sure.
Okay.
But I'm impressed with the Gazelles.
When there's that much wind, I try to sleep inside the Jeep. Like it's not even fun
That's exactly
anymore.
where I'm getting a bed rack.
Yeah.
I want something where if it's gnarly and I know I don't want to mess with a tent, or if it's raining or whatever, the whole top's going to be a solar panel and then kind of box in the sides. So hopefully that goes well, but probably should have just bought a Jeep.
Which one's yours? What are you driving?
The Colorado ZR2.
Oh, okay. Weird. Yeah, that was the first one I looked at, man. That's a cool ride.
It's kind of in daily mode right now. It's not, I love the truck, but yeah, I don't have enough parts for it to be neat yet. So
a buddy of mine, my friend was telling me, does it come from the factory with the lift already on it and stuff?
Yeah, everything. I did a 1/2-inch spacer in the front just because whenever I carry my gear, it makes it level. But other than that, everything's stock.
Did you add the methods?
Wheels? Yeah, the wheels I added, but stock tires, stock suspension. I added sliders on the suspension because they're in the stupidest place possible. And I'll probably have those relocated to the outside of the frame. The kit's like $400, and you just weld it on.
And then you added the roof rack and the luggage carrier in the bed.
Yep. I love the bed cover, but I just want
Let's go look at it.
All right.
So how much does what do you call them? The load bars, do they attach to the bed cover, or are they like bolted to your bed sides?
Oh, the ones here?
Yeah. Like how much weight can you carry in that basket?
It's supposed
Could you...
to be 150. The basket's 150 and each bar is 150.
The reason I got this cover is because you can do this.
Aha.
And it stays up, and yeah, it's obviously trash right now, but then it's got your little LED strip.
It's pretty organized for an Overlander anyway.
Yeah, as you can see, I've been bouncing shit around from hitting curbs at higher speeds than you're supposed to, but
that'll happen. That's why we have lifts and tires.
Yeah, it
just practicing for the rocks.
The cover is sweet, but even with this, like I cut out some tarps and I've got magnets and I can kind of wall this in, and it's pretty decent for what it is. And then I just wanted it mostly because it locks, because I keep a lot of guns and stuff, so I would prefer they don't get stolen.
No doubt.
And then my wheel, the other thing I've found that I really hate is this takes up so much damn space that I just want to be able to carry it straight up and then have a proper carry setup. So I just strap it down between the two front hooks when I go off-roading, and it's never moved.
Second wheel, or
it's just just a full-size spare.
they didn't have one in the
It did. Well, so factory is located like directly under here, and it has like a dirt guard, and people take all that off, and you get a lot more like drop off usability. Where it's not really your departure angle. Like you'll still drag your butt, but you don't slam down on a brand new tire. So.
Is that just a battery pack for the lights?
Okay. It came with it. Yeah, you just.
Oh, it came with a bed rack. That's cool.
And then I just taped it down just because I don't like floppy wires, but but yeah, the main reason I liked it is just because it could stay up on shocks, and I mean even with the weight of the rack on it and it being cold, it'll take a decent amount of movement before it cares, and then it comes off in maybe 2 minutes. You undo those 2 thumb screws, pop these shocks off and carry it off, and then to answer your original question, these covers or the rails, these can mount on here. So if I wanted to not have the hard cover, I can actually run the same exact bars on here. You just pop this off, slide it on, and the whole thing starts off with this little plate system.
Okay.
So it was a really cool, simple setup. It was like $1,400 for everything, so fairly reasonable.
That's actually pretty good. I mean, if they added the word Overland to the name, it would go up in price. Like it'd be $2,000.
But yeah, I have another basket that I'm not very happy with that I got to carry the Gazelle just by itself, and it's basically the full length of this plus a little. And it. For these bars right here, like they did a good job on these where they kind of crimp them and weld them. This one just has circles that attach to a hole in this one, and they didn't even finish the weld. So basically the first time I took it out, it filled with water and rusted on the inside. Dang it. I was like, well, there's $130 in this here. But yeah, and then just a rack, traction boards, and I added a $30 front camera that seems to be a crowd favorite.
Those are Jeep started offering it, but it's like $600 option.
I absolutely love this thing.
There it is.
Yeah, I've used this when I don't have a spotter, and I'm like, yep, done.
Nice.
And the next one I'm getting, I kind of did this as a trial run because it was only $30, but I was like, the next version of this will be a front and rear camera that are wireless. And then a bigger display so you can run split screen. And you can put the rear camera up front and kind of have 2 different angles, but
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I figured one on top of the bed rack would be cool, and then just a little screen up front. So pretty simple, but
I like it, man.
It's a fun little truck. It's pretty peppy with the trifecta tune. 0 to 60 is like I think 5.9 or something, so it's okay for a little 6-banger, but it needs a V8. As most things
don't they all? By the time we add all of our excessive weight to it, they all need V8.
Right. Yeah, I think I'll probably either go with the supercharger at some point or just save up for the LT swap. Just because the LT swap, like the Nissan, I think it kind of drops in fairly seamlessly. And then I'll delete the single rear seat and just do kind of cable thing.
Sure, like a
platform, I guess is the proper term. And then it'll basically be a cramped 4-seater or a 3-seater with an armrest in the back. But yeah, next step is the bed rack and shock relocation.
I love when people want to take my Jeep to dinner. I'm like, yeah, it's only a 2-person. They're like, no, it's a 4-door. I'm like, yeah, it still only has 2 seats. Pretty cool setup, man.
Thank you.
I've got some.
Hopefully be cooler at future meets. One step at a time. But yeah, it's my daily now. So as much as I wanted to do stupid things with it, it needs to not be too ridiculous yet, but it can get there.
As long as you can like remove a tent from on top of your cab and still get decent gas mileage, like you can do a lot of stuff. Are these tires like would you say they're like a 31-inch?
I think they're one of the half size. It's like 31 and a half, 32, or 31 and a half, and then I'm going up to 33s.
I think we can call those 33s already. That round up a little bit.
Right. Carry the decimal, carry the 5, yeah. But I'll just go to 33s, do a little bit of trimming in the front on this back lip, and then maybe re-gear at some point. Everyone says the 33s with the 410 gears are pretty darn spicy with the tune. So we'll see if that comes together. And then eventually the full Under Armour that comes on the Bisons. And then the sliders were factory, which was good. I got steps for it, and I don't really like them because they hang down like 3 more inches, so they just scrape sooner.
They get clearance, yeah.
But yeah, it's I'm getting to the point now where it was never intended to be a full-time daily, so I figure once I get it, well, where I'm not driving as much, I can kind of go a little more vigorous. I just did a fire extinguisher now.
What kind of trips do you have planned this year? Dream trip, where are you going?
Moab.
Sweet.
I'm just too much of a pussy to drive super far.
Dude, I'm going to a Moab planning meeting tomorrow.
No way.
Yes.
That's awesome.
In Richardson. Yeah, I've never been to Moab either, but it's on the list. We're going to talk about, there's nothing planned, but we're going to talk about like Big Bend and Moab. And
yeah, so my buddies went to Big Bend, couldn't make that one, and then we met at Marble Falls afterwards, and that was the one where it was rainy and windy. But other than that, I'm enjoying the Texas stuff because it's close enough and they're good enough. I grew up part of my life in Missouri riding dirt bikes in the woods, and Dallas certainly isn't that, but like the other parts I've been to in Texas are still, I'm not really wanting a lot except Moab, where it's kind of big dunes and then you've got the huge rocks.
I want to do like a Schaefer Trail, like all the way, you know, down through the canyon into and then just when you get to the end, you're like in Bureau Lane Management, like you just camp anywhere, you know. And then like the White Rim Trail, and you know, camp on the cliffs next to the river and stuff. Like
that would be cool.
I'm excited about that. I need to get out there and scout it.
Yeah.
I went to Colorado 3 times last year, and I was like, you know, it's 3 hours from Moab the whole time. Like, I never went.
Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself recently. I kind of just want to get a side-by-side and use this as like the home base setup, and then just beat the piss out of a side-by-side. But
that'd be cool.
I don't know. This hasn't let me down too much yet, so it could just use a little more tire.
Yeah, wear those out first.
I know that.
It's hard to run.
Trust me, I'm trying.
It's hard to run the knobby tires when it's a daily, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, these don't seem too annoying. I rode my buddy's Wrangler with 35s, the KO2s. Yeah. And they didn't seem, they were definitely louder, but not like miserable. I could see driving around at like 80 though for a day straight might be a little louder than street tires, but.
I had KO2s on my last Wrangler, and I loved them. Okay. They were 33s though, but
that's exactly what I'm looking at for this. I just got to wear these out.
I took them all over Colorado, and they were great.
Nice.
No issues. They're good on the highway too.
I haven't heard anyone that hates them, so that's good.
No, they're proven. They're solid tire. Do you have an Instagram account?
Yeah.
What's
the truck one is Hercules with a Z at the end, and then space R2.
There it is.
I try and keep it shenanigan heavy.
Gotcha.
Sweet.
Perfect. Awesome, man. Thanks for showing us your rig.
Nice seeing you. This is Justin, right?
Yeah, Justin.
Cool.
Pleasure. Let's go find another rig to look at.
Just hold me to it every meet. I better have new parts.
No problem.
Gotta save up.
Craig can help you with that.
Gotta save up for the race car build first, though.
own the one in Dallas. Asbury, whenever they took over, they purchased the Bodyworks in Dallas.
One that's attached to Mercedes.
Yeah.
That's right down the street.
Yeah. They purchased that one, and they didn't want the one in Grapevine. The one in Grapevine is owned by the
roll so far.
See what's under the hood?
Yeah, man.
5.6
5.6.
trips. He drives like it's a freaking Baja 500.
Is there another way to drive?
Well, when you're trying to enjoy the trip,
Yeah, that's true.
he's not about stopping and looking at places. But I'll tell you what,
He's one
if
of
you're on
those-
an Overland trip and you got problems, you want Jason Roman, if that son of a bitch will work it out.
That's a lot of the exterior guys. First trip.
That's the second battery I've had. And he was still training. I had to pick it out. I got it in my garage. And then I
So true.
It's amazing. Like we go to Royal all the time. So big piece on Royal up there. Breaks out. People with spares. I wanted to show you something. I was like, this is how they should have made it. Seriously.
That means I need to get my hands on one, spend the $1,200, and try to find the same deal that you did. That's his. He bought all that.
Really? What the hell does he do?
He fishes tournaments.
I guess that would be the reason for the rod.
When they bust up, it depends where I'm feeling or whatever. Then I'll go with the goody ones or not. I just throw those cheap ones on there.
Well, for the money you could buy 12.
If
they break, you can just get them 6 again.
Yeah. And like I said, if the wind don't get me out, sand usually that's what you
OB.
I used 303, and let me tell you, it'll be blacker than the truck. Blacker than that, yeah. It just gets dry like that. It'll last about 5 months and starts going to that little rhino looking color. But I put that 303 on there, and it's just every color just looks dark. Yeah. I used to use Armor All, I've used WD-40. I used to spray down with WD-40. But yeah. But I hunt like down in South Texas, Panhandle. I just go through those mesquite trees. I don't even stop. Everybody else is trying to dodge them. I'm just
That's what I've got
I
a buddy.
forget about that tent and smash more trees now than anything.
I've got a buddy that owns a wrap shop, and I was thinking about having mine clear wrapped and then rhino lining over that, so that if you did want to get it off, you could kind of. It probably wouldn't come off too nicely, but at least I'd still have my factory paint.
Yeah, and I don't think it would stick long enough if the weight of it pull that wrap. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no going back. There's no going back.
That's what I'm still. I may just use like a skateboard deck tape, the really sandpaper.
Well, you know, guys can wrap now. You can wrap it really cool. Just wrap around your fenders if you're worried about getting busted in the front, whatever. But yeah.
I gotta do something on my hood. My hood's all sun damaged. I gotta paint it for fun
See, you got that straight axle in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the straight axle. That one, the Toyota got away from it. That's the only thing, the weakness of the Toyota is running on all the 4Runners, and even the new truck. I think that'll be a big
See the tailgate on his truck?
No. What you got? Woo-wee.
We're the ones that put the one on
Oh
his truck,
yeah, the one on the F-250, huh?
Yeah.
Very nice.
We've got,
It's aluminum, right?
yeah, it's all aluminum. We've got,
Cup holders built in.
Yep.
That's awesome.
we got Ram, Tundra,
F-250,
and F-250 all
Tacoma.
prototypes. Yeah, Tacoma, Gladiator, Ranger. We're gonna do Titan. This Titan's got a replacement panel completely, and it's got a big panel too.
Very nice.
Yeah. So,
How much do they weigh? Any idea?
I don't know what the big ones weigh. These only weigh about 10 pounds.
That's not much. Fantastic. What kind of liner is that?
It's called crackled powder coat. It's what they use on like audio systems. Like,
It looks nice.
yeah, it gives a good texture for.
Craig said it was like a food grade type material, like you can clean it properly and.
You could. I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I mean, you're not going to eat straight off of it, but like if you drop a piece of sausage on it, you can throw it back in the pan, right?
Oh yeah. But when you're camping, I could drop a piece of sausage on the ground. Throw it back.
It's getting ate.
It's getting eaten. Somebody's
That's why we
eating.
have beers. We're going to rinse it off.
Right. Exactly. So
Made
this is
USA, very nice.
This is our patent product. Made in USA. Patent pending.
Is it AL Off-Road? Is that the brand name for the tailgate table?
Yeah.
There it is right there.
There it is.
Get the shadow out of the shot, just get it all shadowed. There you go. Awesome, dude. It's very nice. I like it. Cool. I have a swing out tailgate, so.
If you want to add a little content, plastic hard shelf.
Yeah.
Do crack. That happened this week.
What kind of tin is this?
It's a Tepui.
What happened?
We were out recovering people in the cold weather, and it just cracked.
Just weather related.
Yeah.
Just got so
And I
close.
don't know if it, I mean, maybe not having, I don't know, but that just happened to be where it cracked,
Interesting.
where that seam is.
Weather does crazy things.
Yeah. So we're gonna pull it off.
All right, noted. How do you like tent? You gonna get another one?
I think we're gonna go with the wedge. Go Mammoth
Yeah.
is off the East Coast. They've got a 7-inch tall wedge tent. We're looking to start selling,
Okay.
and I think that's where we're gonna go.
All right.
It's 7 inches.
Close, yeah. It's a real thin tent.
That's second thinnest ever.
Yeah, it'll be.
I don't know if I trust the 6-inch one.
He's the one that sleeps in the tent, so that's not a lot of mattress, man. I sleep back
It's
here.
not.
I can put whatever I want.
Yeah. Yeah. X-bed.
And I just pull out my room box and extend the mattress out, and I got one of those things that goes over the back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. So
take the topper off. We can put these on the rack.
Yeah. You just chopped it off behind the front wheels.
We build those racks.
Oh, do you?
Tacoma,
Nice.
4Runner, FJ Cruiser.
Is your website like AL Off-Road?
That's it right there.
USA.com. There it is.
I don't know. He just felt. It's peppy with the supercharger that I think it's better.
Is that a T-track?
It's a
T-slot?
It's a T-slot.
Okay.
80-20.
Makes it real easy to attach stuff.
Real 80-20, not Chinese.
Right.
Made in the USA.
Very nice.
This guy's LP swapping the winged belt from 1979 car to the Colorado's now, and that was out of my price, but the supercharger was a lot cheaper compared to that.
Here's some more ale off-road. 4Runner. Maybe a 3rd gen.
And then when you step on it, it creaks like it's about to snap, so I'm not a fan. Yeah, sure.
Why do you
What I really want to do is, like, I want to do builds.
That's why they bought us. Running our know-how on being able to
Five lights right here in this corner.
So, I wanted to kind of tell everybody about it so you guys can check it out real quick. Most of it is about doing charity, okay, and then events. We're in the process of, there's a bunch of us that are scattered throughout the United States that all organize stuff. I'm the Texas rep. We get discounts from sponsors, all right. We do, the charity that we're doing for this year is Tread Lightly. Next year, we've already started talking about next year's. It might be Oscar Mike Overland. Have y'all heard of that? It's
yeah, veterans.
Veterans.
Yeah.
All right, I ran into them, and what they're trying to do is pretty cool. So they're doing a little things differently. It does cost to be a part of the organization, but the things that it does for you, one, you get entered in the giveaways and stuff like that. Once the numbers start hitting, there'll be bigger giveaways. They do a referral program, so money that comes in, that's why a portion goes to charity, because the other portion goes to charities and referrals. Nobody makes money off this. And then planning events. I'm the guy that's trying to get the ball rolling on a Overland Expo here in Texas. We were gonna do it at the Dallas Fairgrounds, but any of you guys know with COVID in Dallas is like the worst place to go to. So we got put on the back burner for it. So I'm looking at the Heart of Texas Fair grounds in Waco, the Extraco Center. But it's funny because
she's already got the back laid down for sleeping.
There's really no public land out there. Right. That's why most people spend a lot of money so they could do the travel to it. Right.
Well, I'm going to do a roof rag, but she's already got an expensive roof rag.
Put that up on there yourself.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard.
Something like that.
The next event that we have planned is we're just waiting to be verified because we possibly need a permit for it. Is going to be down on South Padre Island during Memorial Day weekend. So, again, if you're part of another club, you don't physically have to be a part of Untamed to go to these events. It's just, you know, members, if we do host an event and it does cost to get in, now South Padre Island will be a little different for the reason of they have their own fee to get in. But we're not charging members to go to the actual event. So, but if we do like an expo event or something like that, and there's a fee, our members get a discounted price. But we have that one coming up. We have a rally race coming up. Hold this. I'm trying to think of the other one. There's another one. I'll get back to you guys on that one. But it's called Untamed Overland. There's a website out there. If you guys do YouTube, he's on it. If you do YouTube, Instagram, or anything like that, and you're trying to build a following, right? This will also help you with that. The website marketing actually helps produce or push your channels and stuff out there. So you want to get sponsored. I don't know if you guys know, yes, I'm the guy with the crazy truck build. I am also sponsored by Ford. I'm also sponsored by 30 other companies.
He's got a great AL off-road.
Yes. That guy right there. Sorry. I did that. I got all my sponsorships without a following. So anybody here is trying to do stuff like that, you're more than welcome to pick my brain. If you're trying to get a following, that will also help you. Like if you look at my Instagram account came 8 months ago or whatever it was, and I'm already on 2,000 followers because of that website. So the downfall of the website though, because it pushes everybody to your media, it doesn't take you to like your own personal website, right? They can't track how many clicks you get. You know, I don't know if anybody knows how that works. You know, those media, it'll only show how many clicks to Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. It won't actually show you to your actual page, because when you go to it, it comes up Instagram. So, but it works. I'm not telling you because I'm a member. You can see it with my channel. What else? The only thing I tell people there, like that are new in it, just make sure you put content up, you know, to get people to click. If you just have people running, you're not posting or doing anything fancy on these media pages, they won't stay. So I've learned. I learned a lot in 8 months. But yeah, if you guys want to check it out, Untamed Overland, I just want to let you guys all know that's the group that hosted this meet today. We're gonna try to do meets every month. We held one a couple months ago and it rained, and then all the holidays came right behind it. So this is the next second one that we've done. And we will be going out and doing events. So groups of us in the group that want to go out, more than welcome. There is a Facebook group page for it too. We don't have any fancy forums. We thought about it, but a lot of people hate forums. Yeah, he verified that with me today. So, because they're kind of hard to navigate, you know. So we're just using a Facebook group page. And if you don't want to do like, there is talk coming down that there's just going to be a member only package. It's basically, I think they said it's gonna be like $12 for the year, right? but you don't get anything out of it. You know, just donated $12 to the charity, or the portion of the $12 to the charity. The rest of it. You'll see under member packages, you'll see all the like different packages. So it goes. I think the highest one goes up to like $40 a month, but this you get a lot out of it. So I think the cheapest one up there now is like $6 a month. So most people spend that more on a cup of coffee a day. So that doesn't even scratch my fuel tank. Does anybody have any questions?
No, but I'd like to add, so for those who haven't had an opportunity to get out and get your feet wet on the trails and stuff like that, along with what they're doing, there are a lot of local groups that try to do events throughout the state or Arkansas or so forth. There's another meet tomorrow that's kind of tied to Overland Bound that's planning for Moab. Whoever's interested in going to Moab or Big Bend. Those are 2 trips that we're trying to plan for the upcoming year or two. So a lot of great people hosting different things. And it's really good to see kind of everybody come out and do these meets. I've been trying to do the Overland Bound or participating in the Overland Bound with other folks who have been leading them. And sometimes you get nobody shows up, and other times you get 5 people who show up. But the one thing that we've noticed over the last year or so is you meet a lot of times, but nobody really plans to go out and do anything. And it's good to see kind of like, you know, we're actually groups are coming together and looking at rigs, but also trying to get out and do some stuff.
Would anybody be interested in going to the Memorial Day weekend event, or is that a badly planned date? We're going in March, so. There will be, yeah, South Padre. If we do it, I will be posting an event on the group page for Untamed Overland, but it's also on the event calendar on Untamed Overland. Because it's an organization, it's not really a club. It's hard to classify it. All right, but if you're part of Overland Bound and stuff like that, and you want to help promote Overland Bound, you can do that through Untamed. You just let us know, and you give us the stuff. We'll put it on the calendar and stuff, so people can go to it and see it. It's basically like a Google Calendar that's attached to the website, so it's easy to add things to it. So, any questions?
What's the name of the website?
Huh?
What's the name of the website?
UntamedOverland.com. I will tell you guys this too. Some of the giveaways that we're projecting to try to do is we want to do like local stuff as well, but eventually down the road, I know we've all talked about doing vehicle giveaways. All right, not only that, but also like say somebody part of the organization is going above and beyond, right? They might be able to get, you know, some of their truck built or the rig built up through a giveaway, or they get nominated. It's more of a community. It's here to help people do the things they want to do. You weren't recording that, and you want me to repeat that? Oh no,
I got it.
Okay. I saw the camera go back up. I'm like, I'm not repeating.
I'm doing stills now.
Uh-oh. Am I not the only Ford now?
Nah, couldn't be. It's total coincidence.
Hey, I'm the only F-250.
Is that a Raptor? Sweet.
Alright, now repeat everything you said when you come back.
You're gonna have to find another Chevy to show up.
Yeah, he's here to get ammo. Yeah.
You turning? You turning? You turning? Nope. Hey, cool guys are over here. Alright, now who drives that 460 right there?
This young lady right here.
It needs to stay there. I need to go get my trailer. I've been trying to track one of those down. I've been trying to track one of those down.
No, we decided to do the Forerunner in a Tacoma, and I went to the Overland Expo, and that's how that went.
I've seen those built up. They look so sick.
No, like, very few people had it, but
Did you get the GXOR?
No, she
Wheels the shit out of a 460.
The GX group. Yeah. And they got a Texas group. Yeah. They rescheduled.
That's all I want to do. Like my YouTube channel, I just want to build crazy rigs and then
Where's the best place to?
I don't fist bump.
Well,